is why I started streaming and I was like, I have to use the bathroom. This is just starting off.
Clear the way.
I was putting in my earbuds and like, I'm getting shot at.
Also, I have picked up the new Star Wars.
Oh, how's the new Star Wars?
I've not. I'm just now starting it. I gotta pick customizing my pilots. Use the names or those. Yeah. No. Oh, I can customize the names. There's some pretty good, terrible Star Wars.
I think you might be stuck being.
Well, at least with Big, I'm customizing the Imperial person.
You can't be a fun Twi'lek pilot, or
No, but my dumb fake Star Wars name is Grin Valorian.
that's a really good dumb fake Star Wars name. Holy shit!
I wonder if that's auto randomized, because there is a randomized button. But I wonder if that is automatically randomized, or if that is like a default name, because that's a pretty good shitty Imperial name. Also, when they said customize, it's a dramatic overstatement. Because what they really mean by customize is pick from one of these tin heads.
Can't even change like your shirt or something. Oh.
No. It is, you can't change hair color, eye
What?
colors, and details. It's just, no, it's literally, the customization is head. And there are 10 heads, and you pick one, and then you hit accept. And that's your customization.
Dumb. What if
it's not, this is not what customization.
What if I want to be red hair?
There is no one on this head list with red hair. Wait. Kind of. This one weird lady who looks like she fell off an Amish farm might have red hair, but the lighting is weird, so it's hard to tell. It's red-ish. It's the closest to it. There's also, man, all of the guys have the worst hair. That guy's hair is acceptable. There is two dudes with acceptable hair. Every other dude's hair sucks. Well, that guy's hair is not bad. But he looks like... I'm gonna say this, and it'll make sense if you ever see this character in some full color. He kind of looks like Norman Reedus in Yellowface. Like, if you got Norman Reedus in Cloud Atlas, this is what that would have looked like.
That's a very good...
Also, man, remember Cloud Atlas and all of the Yellowface that happened? Oh, wow.
I vaguely remember seeing like a trailer for it once, and then I remember seeing like reviews that were just like, "Don't watch this movie," and then I was like, "Okay," and then I never watched Cloud Atlas.
So a big part of the Cloud Atlas was that part of it took place in the future, where I guess, apparently it took place in future South Korea. Is what that was supposed to be. But what that really meant was we were going to put white actors in really terrible, horrifying, uncanny valley yellowface.
Great.
Because they're supposed to be Korean now.
What if we just cast Korean actors? And then...
TFP.
Yeah, what's up?
That's stupid. Instead, let's go with this.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's really bad.
It's yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not great. Hugo Weaving, why? I was trying to mute your stream and accidentally hit the next stream or the next video button, and it took me to a YouTuber playing Valorant. So I just want you to know you're in good company. Apparently, you're VTuber adjacent.
I'm getting ready for my VTuber debut, where I reveal this horror.
What is your VTuber reveal party?
I'm gonna set just set East Tennessee on fire with my VTuber reveal party. Is this gun like a fucking nail gun or something? Because I feel like I shoot people with it and they get stuck to the walls. It's very odd.
Okay, so for the record, the other options you can change on the Star Wars thing is you can change your body type and your voice type and your name. But so the head, body type, and voice type are all independent of each other. And by body type, I mean there is boobs or no boobs. That is literally the icon I'm picking. It is an upper torso, and one has breasts and one does not.
All right.
And the voices are, looks like, there are 5 voice sets that are all voice, like Tactician A, Tactician B, etc. But they are all A and B, and A and B is female and male in that order, and all of these things are independent of one another. So it's really odd to be scrolling through the voices and have, like, deep British man voice erupting from this lady.
It's probably fine.
It's actually fine. I just wasn't expecting it. So I was scrolling, oh, I wonder what the other voice sounds like. And it's just man. So okay, that's what that is.
Oh my god. Back up, combat roll man.
For the record, Dude Rebel Pilot's shitty Star Wars name is Arapo Cloud Cutter.
Yep, that's a Star Wars name if I've ever heard one.
That is a Star Wars name. And he is also limited to being a shitty human. This sucks. I hate it. I want to play some lane of dude. Man, the Rebel guys have way better hair. The guy's got fucking rad sideburns.
Well, if you're, like, I mean, you know,
rad sideburns.
Imperial people have to keep up a certain appearance, I guess.
None of them are allowed to have beards? That's just shaggy.
I would like a med kit.
No.
I don't have any med kits.
How dare you?
How dare I be bad at 2007 era first-person shooters?
No, how dare you want a med kit? Just be better.
Well, I feel like that kind of ties into be better at mid-2000s first-person shooters.
Yeah.
Here's a med kit.
And hit the randomize button on these Star Wars names and see what comes up.
Give me the best shitty Star Wars name you get.
How about Ace as a meme?
Ace as a meme? Is that what you said?
Yes, as A-Z-Z-A-N.
Oh, as a meme. I thought you said as a meme, like M-E-M-E.
No, but close. Bofalorin. Oh, this is clearly pulling from like a well. They have pre-made Star Wars names, like first and last. They're mixing. Because I keep cycling back to the same ones.
I gotta remember that I have Max Payne time.
Yeah, it's kind of like a big deal with this game.
I mean, to be fair, Max Payne time is like always super cool.
Also, it seems like they have a pool of like 7 names.
That's unfortunate.
Because it is just the same ones over and over and over and over again.
You get a bunch of Ace Azanine and whatever Cloud Cutter.
Yeah, a whole lot of it. Let me go back over here. I'm gonna randomize the Imperial names.
I don't know, a Grin Valoria or whatever was really good.
Yeah, but now that I know that it'll just cycle back to it, it's like, okay, I'll see what they have. Grin Valoria is pretty good, though. Marique Steele.
That's also pretty good.
Case Cassandora.
That's... Why are the Imperial names so much better?
Because the Imperial people are way cooler. Oak High Star. Sab Hayduk. Ito Silkheart. That sounds like a D&D character. Bly Basco. Taro Blackfeather. Yeah, these are just D&D characters. Alright, cycled back around to Grin Valoria, and like that's the one you want, so...
Oh yeah, for the record, I still do not know anything about the plot of F.E.A.R 2, but I was looking at some stuff about this game in particular, and apparently there was some special edition of this game that came with like a little like short film that focused on a different paramilitary unit in the universe. I don't know what the abbreviation stands for, but it was called Panics. PANP.A.N.I.C.S. Panics.
I was hoping for NIX.
I know, but
Panics, but oh well.
Or at least like a K, like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, that's not gone well for you, my friends.
What if it was Panics with a K and then the K stood for combat?
Perfect.
And that just to clue you in that F.E.A.R and Mortal Kombat are actually in the same universe.
I mean, at this point, they're...
Wait, no. Now I have a dream of making a game or a story where that's the reveal.
Is that it's in this...
And that's how it's revealed. Is someone spells something with a hard K, and it's like, wait, that's not how that's supposed to.
Oh no.
Also, I say hard K like there's a soft K. You know what I mean?
A hard C with a K.
Combat K. Yeah.
It says here that it was a bioengineering program that started in 1973.
I mean, this could happen. F.E.A.R and Mortal Kombat are both Warner Brothers at this point.
Yeah, it's true. Whatever, that's how the fucking next D&D campaign I make is gonna go.
Shao Kahn shows up.
Let's fucking start off and... Yeah! It's like, hey guys, we got a problem. There's some weird fighting tournament happened that you guys need to compete in. Okay, sure. And then you show up and it's fucking Mortal Kombat. I'd be down.
I'm trying to think of things that could not be improved by just the sudden appearance of Shao Kahn, and the
Lucha Underground.
No, could not be improved.
No, but I mean, because Lucha Underground is basically already Mortal Kombat.
You're not wrong.
But also, man,
remember when Mil Muertes had a throne?
Fucking Dario Cueto would do so well for himself in Outworld.
Do so well for himself.
Him and Shao Kahn would get along famously.
I like this human. He likes violence like me.
All it would take is Dario telling Shao Kahn about television, and that he can now broadcast his sick fights to like the entire planet simultaneously, and Shao Kahn would be 100,000% on board. Because like he just fights in a big arena. Nobody in Outworld has a camera. He doesn't know cameras exist. He doesn't know what television is. If you told him about that shit, he'd lose his mind.
Wouldn't Johnny Cage have told him about, like...
When would Johnny Cage stop and tell Shao Kahn what a movie or a camera
Well, because
is?
he's like, I was in Ninja Mime, and then Shao Kahn would be like, what is this
And you think
Ninja
Shao Kahn
Mime?
knows what... Yeah, they're not going to have a full conversation because that conversation ends with what is Ninja Mime, and then Johnny Cage says a quippy
Jesus.
one-liner, and then Shao Kahn turns him inside out.
Sorry, spooky things started happening in the F.E.A.R.
No, it's fine. At one point during this game, you have to fight the weird spider guy with a crossbow.
What?
Metal Gear Solid
Oh.
3.
There's no spider guy in Metal Gear Solid 3.
The
He's
Fear.
not a spider guy. He's the...
He climbs up trees and bends his leg.
Isn't he the bee guy?
The weird spider guy.
Or no, that's the Pain.
No, the Pain is the
Oh.
bee guy. The Fear is the creepy spider dude in the woods who crawls around on trees and shoots you with a crossbow and has, like, fucking traps.
You forget that I've never finished Metal Gear Solid 3.
The Fear is, like, the second boss.
I have not finished Metal Gear Solid 3.
How much of Metal Gear Solid 3 have you
Very little.
finished? Did you fight
I
the
don't
bee
think
guy?
I fought the bee guy. I think I finished the little the prologue bit where the boss throws you off a bridge, and then
And then you went and you watched the secret theater thing where that person
Yes.
was taking decisions, right? Okay, good. That's really... So then you finished Metal Gear Solid
Alright.
3. Or at least the parts of it you need
it's not
to.
gone well for this man. He appears to be stuck in the ceiling.
That's probably not where you want to be in a gunfight. I was gonna say, are you like timing when this guy
No, I
shows up?
should.
I feel like that should be the thing, is because he keeps stealthing.
Yeah, stealthing
He's
and like teleporting.
Whenever he does show himself,
You bullet
yeah,
time,
like, whenever
and then
he does
you,
appear, then you shoot him a bunch, but quickly.
That's probably what you're supposed to do.
It seems like a good plan. I don't know. I'm not a first-person shooter or F.E.A.R expert like yourself. I know you are showing off the pro strats for the people at home who haven't seen this style of play before.
He knows about single hits. Also, boy, I really hope people aren't coming to this for, like, pro strats, because this seems like another level, like that sewer level
No.
in the last one, where I'm just...
Nah, see, this is how you need to start marketing yourself better, PFP. The people don't come here for the pro strats. They come here when they're tired of the pro
They
strats.
want the amateur strats.
You are showing... Yeah, you're showing them something new.
I'm showing them the amateur strats. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. You are showing them things they never would have thought of because they're operating at such an advanced level. They would never even
They would never
consider the
even
options
consider
of it.
stopping to look at the Physicola machine that I
Yeah, they've never even...
swear is the same thing from Condemned.
They don't even see that Physicola machine anymore. They just see code. Speaking of bad Matrix references, Hugo Weaving was in Cloud Atlas in the Bad Yellow.
Isn't Cloud Atlas Wachowski's? Isn't it the Matrix people? I think it's the Matrix people.
That would make some amount of sense. Well, thank God Keanu Reeves dodged that bullet. Also, I guess technically a Matrix reference, but I didn't mean it. You have to do something with a guy hanging out of the ceiling? That guy seems strategically...
No, because he attacked and then I shot him and then he ragdolled into the ceiling.
I'm not used to bodies staying around these
That's
days.
true.
Enemies tend to just explode into dust. Man, remember Phantom Dust?
Yes, I think that's the card game, right?
What happened to that? Yes.
They put out a remake on Xbox One for free. Yeah,
Did they?
they were gonna do a second one, but then that never happened. Oh, I bet I have to use the Physicola machine to platform. I know this because I have the Phantom Dust remake, and I have played about 30 minutes of it, and I am very confused by how Phantom Dust works. That'll be the next stream for In Between Fear and Fear 2, is just me trying to understand Phantom Dust.
I was on the Wikipedia page for Phantom Dust, and at the very bottom is the like category of Xbox game studios. They have it divided into like franchises, subsidiaries, people, etc. And I was just very quickly glossing over the list as I looked past it. But there's someone on here named Joseph Staten.
Oh, and you read it as Joseph Stalin?
Yes, and it was right next to Tim Schafer, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, what's that?
I don't remember who Joseph Staten is.
Apparently he works at Bungie.
That's interesting considering it's not a Microsoft subsidiary anymore. Or I don't think it ever was, but
apparently he wrote the 5th Halo book, Contact Harvest. He rejoined Microsoft Studios as senior creative director on January 9th.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably.
He was rejected for employment in the Central Intelligence Agency.
What's up with, like, people who write and the CIA?
I don't know. Well, apparently the CIA was like his first choice.
And then he was like, well, I messed that up, so now
he decided that since that didn't work, he went to work at his family's winery in Sonoma Valley.
Alright.
So I think your real question should be, what is it with rich douchebags and joining the CIA?
My name is Norton Mapes. I'm an engineer.
I'm sorry, if your family owns a winery, you're a rich douchebag. That's how this works. There are like laws.
Forrest Kaysen.
Hello? Who are you people?
The good guys. Are you alright?
Oh, sure. I'm having a hell of a time.
You said you're an engineer? Can you help me
Hey,
get into
Forrest
the network?
Kaysen.
What am I, an IS lackey? Tell you what, you disable the local security system, and I'll see what I can do about the server.
I can disable it remotely once I'm logged in.
No, you can't. It's on a separate network.
Apparently he was the lead writer for F.E.A.R.
Ooh.
and wrote another Halo novel called Shadow of Intent. And I don't think he has actually worked on a single video game since
F.E.A.R.?
he joined Xbox Game Studios.
You want my help?
I guess F.E.A.R. counts, but does it though?
It's kind of
Does it?
like,
Did anyone give a shit about F.E.A.R.?
not after it came out, but in all that pre-release stuff, it looked okay.
But hey, he wrote 2 Halo books and worked on F.E.A.R., and now he's the project lead for Halo Infinite. Yeah. That game's gonna suck ass. Sorry, I have no faith in Joseph
get
Stalin.
excited for
I would have more faith
to stream
I would have
Halo
more
Infinite.
faith in Joseph Stalin. I would have more faith in actual Joseph Stalin. I'm now sad that I'm this way about now. Also, this says Larry Hryb.
That's Major Nelson.
Yeah, but in this picture, more importantly, he looks like the fucking Riddler.
Yeah, he kind of does.
His Wikipedia picture is just him in like an oversized green suit jacket.
Yeah.
Grinning with like a green light pouring down on him. Because Xbox.
Because Xbox is green.
That's the color I went with.
Turns out slow motion is very useful.
Apparently, he started numbering his podcast in hundreds because he thought it would make it sound better.
Yeah, okay. You do you, Major Nelson.
Oh, hey, here's a Lionhead Studio.
Yep.
Microsoft Games thing. How are they doing these days?
Shut down, I think.
Oh. But hey, they have 2 Point Studios.
Oh, they do the 2 Point Hospital.
They've released a game.
That 2 Point Hospital game is kind of neat.
Isn't it just like the old Sim
Theme Hospital, yeah.
Theme Hospital or whatever that was?
Pretty much.
Also, they're listed under Sega Sammy Holdings, so I guess Sega owns them. Alright. There's the Yakuza studio. What are they working on?
Yakuza.
I want it to be not Yakuza.
Unfortunately, I think it's it's like it's the last thing they put out was that Yakuza 7, and I don't.
It's a new Super Monkey Ball.
I mean, that would make sense. I know.
It's not actually. I would just like it if it was.
But that was where Toshiro Nagoshi got his start. Or not his start. His start was on Daytona, actually, but he did... I believe he was the director of Super Monkey Ball. Everyone's favorite big tan baby. They have given me a lot of health and ammo, which makes me think there's going to be a boss fight or something. If I can find it.
Are you still in the not able to figure out what to do portion of this?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh wait, this big thing says activate.
Oh, you
I should probably hit the thing that says activate.
Mr. Mapes, do you copy?
That would probably be a good idea.
Mr. Mapes.
Oh, I think they killed Forrest Kaysen.
Fuck it.
Oh,
We'll do this the hard way.
that's probably
Okay,
best.
find that server and reboot it.
Cheese poos. Gross. I would not eat cheese poos.
Doesn't sound great.
I would drink.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm automatically a little bit worried about any food to use the letter Z.
Oh, sorry, not.
Yes, that includes both Cheez-Its and Squeezy.
I'm sorry, that's not cheese poos. That's cheesy poos. That's somehow worse, I feel.
No, I think cheesy poos is better than cheese poos. I don't know why.
See, I'd drink Fizzy Cola. I would not eat cheesy poos.
Well, I wouldn't either one. But like, I feel more comfortable with cheese poos. I think the fact that those are 2 syllables. The thing about cheese poos, it's too succinct. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But cheesy poos is like 3 syllables. It feels a little more solid, more substantial. Nobody's gonna use cheesy poos as like an innuendo or a slur. So it makes me feel cheese poos. People can just throw that out. The word is too carefree.
You fucking cheese poos.
Yeah, see? Nah. I don't like it. I feel like really good horrifying slurs have to be 2 syllables. Let's start testing it out and make sure that holds true.
Not.
Let's not perform this experiment.
Not on stream.
Copy. Proceed to rendezvous.
looks like a big old server room that probably I should activate the server so that my F.E.A.R. man can help out.
Take a minute for the server to get back online.
But no, actually, now that I think about it, all the horrifying racial slurs have two syllables. There might be something to that.
There are a couple one-syllable ones that I know of, but I feel like once you hit multiple, it's like, well, what's the point? There's one I know because it used to be the name of a street in my hometown for a very long time until they decided, oh, maybe we should not do that.
Man, I'm just gonna throw it out there. These dudes you're fighting have really terrible armor.
Yeah, like, well,
You
like
can
this,
take way more bullets than them.
well, also because
Seems almost unfair.
I'm popping so many med kits.
Oh, okay.
And also, I'm playing on the lowest difficulty.
You just have like med kits wired into your arms from every direction.
Yes.
I want a first-person shooter like this that just goes full Bushido Blade.
I think that's just like the realistic modes of like Call of Duty.
Yeah. But also, I want a shooter actually designed for it. Because Call of Duty kind of isn't.
It's super not.
Then again, I'll say this, I want basically just every game to have the Bushido Blade style mode in it.
Secure the site and wait for Jen.
It's the,
Like, I'd actually be way into that kind of mode in, like, Soul Calibur 6. I think that game's, like, just defensive options and whatnot are actually well designed enough that that can work out really well. And I'd just be interested to see it as an experiment.
yeah.
I was made from her, and I was
Just
born.
get the fucking,
We are separate.
they get the deadliest warrior people on the phone.
Yeah! That, you know, that game was alright.
Was it?
Yes. That game, okay, let's say that game was way better than it should have.
Okay. I can live with that.
That game should have been, like, $10 Xbox Arcade straight garbage. Oh, it's a fire genie?
Fire goes...
I think you just shot... I think you shot Ifrit.
Possibly.
She is a prisoner, floating in darkness, like the unborn in the womb. Soon I will find her, and I will set her free.
Ooh, hold up, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Fuck.
I'll keep wandering around in the spooky construction site building. Oh, this seems good.
My God.
What do you think, Jen?
There was a lot of anger in this room.
That's great. Got anything useful to add?
I don't see any bullet holes. There's no brass lying around either. These guys didn't fire a shot.
Then what killed them?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. All right, buddy, get moving. Battle's gotta be close.
I'm not even sure where to start.
Yeah, it's not gone well.
Watch your back.
Loading screen.
And I'm back, how goes it?
We found a room of a bunch of, like, skeletons that were on fire and blood everywhere on the ceiling.
That sounds bad.
It, in fact, was not great.
Should I play the Star Wars with a standard UI or with only flight instruments?
I mean, I would play with standard UI, but that's because I'm not a crazy flight weirdo. Hey, we're on level 5 of, I think, 11? I love working in an office building that just has a random dictionary. Just, you know, hanging out.
You never know when you're gonna need one.
Yeah,
Also, like, dude,
it's-
the internet exists.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was like...
Just Google a word and be like, hey, what is this? All I know is the story mode in this a motion comic.
Oh dear.
It seems to be a motion comic. Also, really good opening line of just a picture of Darth Vader going, Alderaan chose destruction. They had it coming.
Fucking video games.
Oh, it's terrifying CG Leia. Also, yeah, this is some motion comic-ass motion comic happening. There's a reason this game is only like $40. Also, I was surprised to find that this game is only $50.
Yeah. I mean, I think I can see that.
Again, Rise of Skywalker really devalued this franchise. Games aren't even full price anymore.
You can either listen to the expert advice you're being given, or you can brace yourselves for the ass fuck of the century, because it's coming.
Commander Slow.
I don't think that's work appropriate. Leaving a message on someone's answering machine asking if they're ready for the ass fuck of the century. I don't think you can say that.
But I've got some work emails to revise. Oh wait, this is an actual cutscene happening.
So there's some motion comics and there's some not motion comics.
The opening was motion comic, and now this is cutscene. Now this is in-engine. I think that man is shiny. That is a... Who is that person? Lieutenant Carroll.
End of messages.
I appreciate the nerve of having an undercut pompadour that you are somehow going to have to fit in that flight helmet. Oh yeah, they've got evil R2D2 back.
Well, there was an evil BB-8 in something.
Yeah, but these are like R2D2s but black.
Oh.
Evil. Oh yeah, my character. Stand there with a completely neutral facial expression and don't say a word. Protagonist way.
I'm in the supply closet.
Oh wait, talk, but only when the camera's not actually aimed at your face.
Can
They
you do
don't have to
something about
animate.
these bombs?
Oh yeah.
All right, another civilian. Den Mother, we've located a hostage. Sounds like he's wired up with explosives.
Oh, I can look around the room. It's like a point-and-click thing.
Give him a comm link.
Can I can't interact with jack shit. But I can prepare for
Hello?
launch.
You guys special forces or something?
That's right.
Why are you talking to a man strapped to a
Bishop.
chair with like a
Aldous
fucking
Bishop.
parachute on his chest?
One thing
I
that's a
assume it's
bomb.
actually like a bomb, but
Yeah. Also, this is a bad way to tie someone up because his arms are completely free because I gave him an earpiece and
Yeah.
he put him in himself. Like, buddy, you could probably just get out and then throw the bomb somewhere else.
what fun would that be?
No, you gotta, meet up with this explosive expert near the elevators. Also, is it really a good idea to be using an elevator while there's a psychic criminal on the loose? I don't think this plan was well thought out. Why is goofy noises always really funny?
I don't know.
Like when
Slowing down and speeding up voices.
well, I feel like almost everything always has this very distinct, like, oh, you're messing with time noise, where it's just like, whoa, whoa. You know?
Yeah, it's the sound of all the sound dropping. You can't hear stuff if you're messing with time. The sound doesn't reach your ears. Also, don't ask why you can see.
That is, you know, that's not something I ever really thought about until you just said that.
The idea that if you stop time, lights aren't reaching your eyes anymore because it's not moving, and therefore you're blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. Then I guess we're gonna have to improvise.
Oh, I can roll TFT. I can roll my shit.
Nice. Didn't you do a barrel roll?
I did.
Stand back. Here goes. We're through.
I was looking at the wrong area. I don't know where that guy. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, TIE Fighter, honest man's flying machine.
Man, I should have called in sick today.
Also, he's in a rolly chair, so he was able to roll himself out of the supply closet.
He has complete mobility.
Whoever rigged this is definitely a pro.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
He may be a pro, but I'm a master. A fire alarm. It was triggered at a security office on that floor. You'll need to shut it off to get the elevators back online.
Oh, I can't believe that the psychic person would mess with the fire alarm after the guy in the elevator already made it up.
They were asking about Harlan.
Alright, important lesson, don't fly into engine exhaust.
Yeah, it seems like a bad idea.
Like, that's the thing they put in the tutorial. It's like, don't fly up to the engines. It's a bad move.
You have one new message. First message from Alice Wade. Hey Aldous, it's Alice Wade. I put some photocopies in your mail basket. It's a bunch of news articles I dug up about Auburn from the last 25 years. There's a surprising amount of corroboration of the physical symptoms that old woman told us about. Seems a lot of people over the years reported feeling uncomfortable or nauseated after spending any amount of time there. But if it was some kind of chemical or radiological contamination, why didn't the city find anything in the soil or the groundwater? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh well, I'll talk to you soon. End of messages.
Why did we detach ourselves and, like, fly out of the big ship? We were just going to attach to a smaller ship, do a hyperspace jump 5 minutes later.
Cause you gotta get the practice in.
And we gotta do the tutorial. But I feel like there were probably better ways to do that tutorial, but whatever. It's like, do the hyperspace thing. Because it's Star Wars. You gotta cut to a cutscene? Why would you cut to black instead of just doing the hyperspace jump thing? That was lame. I don't like it. Oh well, either way, time to go shoot some fucking rats. Teach them a thing or two about a thing or two.
Whoop.
Great. The elevators are working again, but now the security gates are all shutting. You're gonna have to find another way to the roof. Holiday, can you guys escort Mr. Bishop? We'll take good care of him.
I like that canned animation playing of my character cracking their knuckles as I was doing a barrel roll. It's like, wait, how am I? Don't worry about it.
You hit the barrel roll button, and then they were just like, I'm gonna kick back and relax and crack my knuckles.
But it's not. I'm holding a joystick. Barrel roll.
Any theories?
Well,
There's no button.
All right, get back to the room and sit tight. Maybe a while before we can get a ride out of there for you.
Understood.
it's fine. I wish there was a way to like melee the grates or whatever and not just have to shoot them.
It seems really weird that you have to shoot them.
You gotta shoot the grates and you gotta shoot locks, like you can't melee the lock off.
The data's uploading. Well, this confirms the point of Perseus was to train telepathic commanders to work with clone soldiers, although it looks like Paxton Fettel is the only commander of the program. The weird thing is, they refer to him as the second prototype.
He's the second prototype, but then who's the first prototype? I feel like that's probably going to be a mystery that will be answered at some point. Dang it. The AI in this game apparently won a bunch of awards, and I will admit it's very good, but it's also very annoying in that they will run away from you in ways that are irritating, because then you have to chase them. Which I guess is the point, but it's still very funny. That man okay, I take back what I said about the AI. That man walked into fire and died. I stand corrected.
Flashlight! I'll check it out.
Okay.
Squad, check in.
You know, speaking of things that would make you blind, wouldn't like faster than light travel also make you blind because you'd be moving faster than the light can get into
Yep.
your eyes?
It would, in fact. This is the thing we talked about in school, actually.
Talked about it in school. Star Wars is bullshit.
Well, not Star Wars. Faster than light travel is the idea of that will fuck up your eyes. Because light is, you know... This thing is being really squirrely. It's like, scan these ships, and I can't tell if I'm scanning them. Nobody is saying, alright, move on to the next ship, or anything of the sort. It's just like, I'm looking at these ships, and I'm hitting the button, and I think it's scanning, but there's no confirmation, so it's probably fine. There we go, now this is scanning. All the other ships, but...
Oh dear. Everything is fine. I should really stop trying to play this video game like a modern video game, because I keep like, oh, I need to run, I'm going to click in the left stick, because that's what the universe has almost universally agreed upon to be the run button. And the run button is, there is no run button in this game.
How you holding up?
You're always running, which means you're never running.
Yeah.
When everyone is running, no one will be.
Thanks, Syndrome.
Where the fuck is... Oh, 3D space, why? Your radar in this game is very bad. I cannot tell if that is what I am locked onto that it's showing me, or what I'm supposed to lock onto.
Forrest Cason's daughter may be a prisoner of the weird psychic soldiers.
They put an awful lot of speed lines on my screen when I am, like, going max speed, but it also feels like I am not actually moving that fast. It's like a green dot. There we go. Jesus.
Shooting dudes on the roof. Getting shot at on the roof.
This map is so bad. Can't see who I'm supposed to be shooting, or if they're above me, or below me, or right next to me.
They're nearby.
Are they?
Maybe.
I honestly couldn't tell you, and every time I try to hit the lock-on button, whatever, like, look. I don't split shit. There is nothing on my screen.
Burning through medkits.
We have an update on the situation at Armacam headquarters. A company spokesperson has confirmed that many employees were still at work when the situation first erupted. No word yet on the welfare of those inside. Since it was founded in 19... We're taking fire! Get us the hell out of here! What's happening?
Wait.
Everybody take
Aw.
cover!
Are you my friends, or are you not my friends? They're not my friends. So all these ATC people, when I watched the intro video or whatever, I thought, I don't know why my brain was like, oh, this game's about like alcohol, tobacco, and firearm people, not remembering that it's firearm and not firearm or sirearm.
Help! Shit!
I'm out of medkits. This is suddenly an issue.
Get out of there! Bishop has been neutralized.
Good work. Molly's men are still looking.
He's here! Get to cover! We've got a man down!
Grenade!
Oh. He's trying to flank! Cover me!
Am I really trying to flank if I've kind of solved every combat encounter by just running at people? Secondarily, are you really closing in if you are running away from me? Like a big old meanie.
Take cover!
There he is.
Covering fire!
I appreciate the amount of rumble you're getting.
You okay?
Oh boy.
This way.
Oh!
Well, that was kind of cool. Popping the slow-mo in midair and shooting dudes.
I saw that.
He's over here! Head down!
Oh! I'm okay. Somehow. And there we go. Is this a door? Or, oh. Seems like this should be a door, but it's not a door. Oh no, it is a door. Oh, Jesus. Let me out of this water pool. I hate it here. Why does it keep sending me here? Why do... Crap the ladder, point man. Oh my god. Well, I got the thing that gives me more bullet time, but... Now where to? Not this way. Not that way. Maybe it is that way. I wish I had a quick save. It wasn't that way.
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh,
The game totally crashed at the end of the first level.
nice.
Star Wars.
Da, da,
Living up to its
da,
reputation.
da, 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 da. Fucking, now what? Now what do I do? Can't go that way because the pipes fell down. Oh wait. Aha! Puzzle solved. It's a really hot ladder. Just fire going directly onto it. And it's made of metal. And then a skeleton just flew through the ceiling. I'm sure this was, you know, terrifying back in 05, 07, whenever this came out.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's a lot of these, like,
I don't know. I feel like when I hear about the scares and fear, it's always like Alma doing something, and never the haunted house skeletons flying at you. So I feel like, you know, ouch. I feel like the people gloss over all of the parts of fear that don't work,
that are
which
kind of
is
goofy.
like most of fear.
Because, like, holy cow, the skeletons flying around are super goofy. Which, like, don't get me wrong, I think it's kind of funny. But also, like, come on. My dude can hold his breath for a very long time, turns out. Now I'm up here. I don't think that really helped me, like, at all. Well, now I've done something. I bet it means I can now go back over to where that was, and then I can do something. Oh, maybe I can put the water back down. Nope, can't put the water back down. Oh, Here we go. Right? Cool. Now I'm over here. Aha. I just noticed this mission is called Sayonara Sucker.
Son of a bitch, I thought we lost you.
I didn't even realize there were mission names.
Well, I think that might be just this section, because they're like the overarching missions, and then there's all the things on the loading screen that are like sub-names.
Oh,
So like I think this mission is like Interval 6 Interception or something, and the loading screen subtitle name was like Sayonara Sucker. Whoop. Nope. Very good at knowing what button I need to press at all times.
I've been trying to get through to Genevieve Aristide. She's the president of Army. I was able to confirm that she wasn't around when Fettel's men hit the compound, but I can't seem to track her down. Maybe she doesn't want to be found.
People should really stop leaving their cheesy poo bags all around.
Right, I thought I was a goner.
Mr. Banks, you're still alive.
No thanks.
Also, hey look, it's Forrest Kaysen again.
Doing here?
The elevators are offline.
Still alive.
The soldiers are everywhere. You've got to find the security office and override the lockdown.
You gonna stay put this time?
On my honor.
His belt buckle says RTFM. It's a very odd thing to put on a belt buckle. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
You have one new message. First message from an outside number. Jason, it's me. I just saw the news. What's going on? Please call me back and let me know you're okay. I'm really freaking out. And
Radioactivity. Let's get some more let's get more shaky usages of radioactivity in our media following the G.I. Joe stream. Lordy. That man tried to kung fu kick me, and then it didn't work out for him. Also, I feel like we've made extraordinarily good progress in this episode of streaming. And I'm just gonna say that now for the inevitable jinx where just the rest of this mission takes up the rest of the hour. But we've only been going for an hour and we're already like 3 missions into where we started.
It's not bad.
Oh, hold on. My cat's...
Ah.
She walked out on her own accord. That has never happened. Or it does happen sometimes, but normally I'm like asleep. Back to where I can go. Oop. Okay.
This way.
Oh, hello.
Here's some more info about F.E.A.R. It was developed as part of a project called Origin. It says the first prototype didn't work out.
Wait, that's the name of the second game.
Number a third. They just pulled the plug a few years after he was born.
What is the name of the second game? I actually don't remember.
F.E.A.R. 2 Project Origin.
Okay, I didn't realize this was on the
But yeah, that guy was like, he was developed as part of a project named Origin. But I heard the cat knocking on my door again. Well, I activated a thing, but this area is so small. Oh boy. Oh, it opened this door.
Sayonara, sucker.
Ah! Forrest Kaysen is dick.
He's a traitor? Or just an asshole?
Just an asshole, I think.
Aw.
Because he was the one who went sayonara, sucker. Also, Forrest Kaysen is not that man's name, but who cares? He just kind of looks like
It's
Forrest
Forrest
Kaysen.
Oh, oh! Oh, I thought the game crashed again. That would have been funny. The Star Wars game does not hold up super well, I'll say that.
Here's my controversial hot take here.
Uh-huh.
Has there been a good Star Wars game since, like, Knights of the Old Republic?
I don't know.
Like,
I'm not
and
sure
even
when,
if
I'm not sure when things I'm not sure when things came out exactly, but like.
But like
I'm not sure exactly when different things came out, so there have been good Star Wars games, just not like super recently.
not like since like the PS3 era, probably. Because like, what was out
That's
on?
probably fair.
What Star Wars games came out on like PS3,
I would have gone back
360?
further and said maybe PS2.
Well, I mean, like the good ones were there, because like on PS3 and 360, you had like the Force Unleashed.
Yeah, and those were shit. So
Soul Calibur 4, my favorite Star Wars game.
Oh, perfect. You again. See this button? I wonder what this does. Oopsie. Bye-bye now.
Why does Force Kason just have like cartoon music? It's so weird. No, this is where it came from. Fear. Issue here is there's like so little. There's so little area to be in that like. Cause like, yeah, this is where I came in at. There's nothing over here. Quick to the game FAQs. Just try to figure out this fucking unbroken paragraph shit. Don't write guides in unbroken paragraphs. That's
just a tip.
I was supposed to go back to where I was because go here. And then apparently that little turret was like right here, so now we can go over here and then be like, haha. Puzzle solving.
Automatic defensive measures are active in this area. Unauthorized personnel will be shot on sight.
Oh, whoops. Didn't really mean to throw the grenade, but...
There's a little more here about Origin. The reason they shut it down was a synchronicity event. Doesn't say what that means, but I guess there were a few casualties.
Probably shut down your weird psychic experiment if, like, billions of people died. It's exaggerating slightly. It would probably not billions
But I mean,
of
if
deaths,
you shut it
but...
down, then they'll have died for nothing.
No.
That'd be stupid.
That's not what that means.
That's exactly what that means. That's why we can't stop. We gotta make their sacrifice worth it. I think you've never been part of a crazy evil experiment.
I haven't.
Don't even know how to justify these things. Come on.
I, in fact, have not been a part of a giant evil experiment. Have you ever been a part of a giant evil experiment?
I mean, does Goodwill count?
Fair.
Because, like, some nefarious shit did happen. Oh my god.
Is that an oh my god Goodwill flashbacks or an oh my
No,
god
that's
Star Wars?
that's an oh my god the Star Wars games question. This feels less like cool space dogfights and more like hit the brakes and then just sit in place and turn and shoot at targets as they pass you. And also, like, sit here and not quite be aware of where you're going. Like 95% of the time.
Rip.
How are we clear for now? There's a Star Destroyer 5 feet away.
Aren't... Oh, are you not your Imperial man?
No, we switched sides
Sorry I
again.
didn't get back to you sooner, but we got a little behind schedule. I'm still out here at the South River treatment plant. Anyhow, I've got some preliminary results for you. All the compounds you had me test for are present, although the concentrations are significantly higher than expected. I should have a complete report on your desk Monday morning. Talk to you soon.
End of messages.
Oh, are there people shooting at me now and not... Oh no, that is just another turret. Never mind. Just gonna leave that...
What am I locked on to?
Turn off your targeting computer. Use the force.
This thing, targeting computer is fucking useless. Okay, I think that's what I'm shooting.
You gotta use the force, make me mad.
Don't have the force.
Or you are one with the force and the force is with you.
I'm not, though.
You're not Donnie Yen?
No.
Remember when Donnie Yen was in the Star Wars?
Kinda.
That was okay. that's a window. Oh, this seems new. I hope. Oh, there's a checkpoint, so yes. I feel like those guys had a very bad day. Like, they did their cool helicopter landing, and then before they could actually land, like, a dude just kicked on his slow motion and just was like, nah.
Flashlight! I'll check it out.
I just noticed I shot a fire extinguisher and it, like, exploded. More interactivity in the environment than Serious Sam 3. Or 4, rather, not 3. Probably 3 also, but...
Alright, well. That was not a great introduction to that Star Wars game.
Whoops.
Now, 4-year time skip. Motion comics.
Love them motion comics.
Who doesn't? I actually like motion comics. They're, when done well, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, Palpatine name drop.
I hear that guy lives.
No, he's totally dead. That's what this cutscene just said.
Oh, but what about the Fortnite message?
Hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
Maybe Fortnite will happen during this game.
Maybe. You ever just think about the fact
That Emperor
See.
Palpatine came to life in Fortnite?
yeah,
That he was revived by a battle royale?
ever just think about that?
Every now and then.
Oh wait, activate. There's probably something spooky.
You know what they-
There was a weird musical sting,
Huh?
but I missed it.
Oh. You know what they could have done? They could have done a thing where it was like, alright, so Fortnite, let's have our big crossover. Let's have a Star Wars themed Fortnite crossover battle where it's like, you know, Republic versus Empire or whatever, but it's happening like on fucking Endor's moon or wherever the fuck where the Ewoks were. And it's like the big Fortnite battle, but it's all Star Wars themed. And then in the story, you rationalize it by saying there was actually a big sick battle on that moon, and Palpatine's weird Force ghost got woken up by all of the death and destruction during the battle. And that's how he came back.
Make me mad. This
It's
this
not
sounds
really
like
Palpatine.
you put too much thought into this.
I literally thought of it just now, thinking about it for like a minute.
Yeah,
maybe.
that sounds like way too much thought.
But that's what I'm saying, is then it could just be like, you don't even need real Palpatine back, you just have him be a weird Force ghost. And then he doesn't need to attack anybody or do anything, he just needs to be like driving Kylo Ren crazy. And he's like, ah, yeah, go do evil shit. And then other people are like, hey, there's this weird fucking Force ghost hanging around. And then the lady shows up, and she's like, hey, Kylo Ren, I want to bang you, even though we're technically related. And then Kylo Ren's like, yeah. And then Palpatine's like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, what the fuck? And then they fight the ghost. And then the end of the movie happens.
I don't think they're actually related. It's just that because
I think they're not technically related.
Because she took the weird last name, it's like, oh, whoops. Now we're cousins.
Yeah, but also it depends on if the theory is true that Palpatine Force created Darth Vader as a baby, because he was like a weird virgin birth. And there's that one line where Palpatine's like, yeah, the Force can create life. And he like waggles his eyebrow and nods. And Anakin's like, yeah, Force banged your mom. Which I believe a comic made canon.
Oh. I hate Star Wars now.
Which means that technically Anakin Skywalker is also like Palpatine's kid. Which means that Rey is okay. No, she's technically because Rey is directly Palpatine's kid, and then Ben Skywalker is Anakin's grandkid, which means technically she's like his second cousin or something. The point is they're vaguely related. It depends on whether or not force banging someone's mom into pregnancy counts as them actually being related to you when the offspring happens.
I don't like the way this conversation went.
Well, you shouldn't have started it then.
I know. I'm gonna pick up the Type 7 particle weapon. Because that's a dumb name. Can't go in the radiation area.
What does this look like? Fallout?
I mean, kinda.
It's dangerous in there. Actually, yes.
I mean, just go find the blind Scottish man in the Arctic and he'll just give you a bunch of fucking herbs and leaves and he'll suck all the radiation right out of you. That's what G.I. Joe taught me. And knowing is half the battle.
Oh, right. Did you hear the really... Sorry. I don't want to undersell your G.I. Joe reference, because, man, that show's fucking wild. But, did you hear the new dumb angle happening with the Twitch accounts in the WWE thing?
No.
Apparently there may also be some kind of contractual obligation for the talent to use Twitch to continue streaming on Twitch.
What?
Like now that WWE is taking control of the WWE streamers' Twitch accounts and, you know, doing the whole revenue thing that way, that is now technically WWE's revenue, so you can't stop.
That's not okay.
It really doesn't seem okay. Because they already had the thing of like, oh, well, any money you make, you get a percentage of it back on Twitch, and that comes out of your, like, downside guarantee. You're essentially your salary. And then now it appears there is also some kind of clause about you can't stop if you are already streaming. You don't get to close your account.
There's apparently a switch in an office somewhere, but I can't... Can't find it. Go through the vent, grab the Type 7, and then go back and drop into the office, it says. None of these sentences make sense. Oh wait, I can get down here. I thought I couldn't walk under that. But it turns out I could!
Emergency cancelled.
Also, I've stopped with Star Wars for now because that game does not seem great.
Makes sense.
This is interesting. When they pulled the plug on Origin, apparently they just locked the doors and threw away the key. They
I
don't
tuned
go into a lot of detail,
into
but I
G.I.
think the
Joe
place is
and
really
the
dangerous.
Karate Man, who I believe is named
There's some
Quick
kind of
Kick,
chemical leak.
is being beaten up by a random blonde lady with crazy eyes. I feel like a lot of the random side ladies in this show have crazy eyes.
I feel like there's a lot of weird mind control in that show.
It was definitely someone's fetish. This appears to be in like a high school gymnasium, though. And he beat up that lady, and now everybody is psyched. I think she was like a teacher or something.
Great.
I'm concerned about my findings since that effluent comes from residential areas. It may be a
Why is G.I. Joe confusing and, like, kind of terrible, but like a train wreck in that it's almost impossible to stop watching?
I mean, you say kind of terrible as though the show was bad, when I believe it is anything but that.
I mean, it's.
Oh, the dude is breakdancing in the club. Now they're watching ballet. I believe he is now hitting on the teacher that he beat up in the gymnasium.
There is so.
He's taken her out to a club, and now they're at an opera. He's asleep, wearing a tuxedo, not a baseball game.
There's so much breakdancing in that show.
Alright, now they're back to fighting, but now they're in like an actual, like, some kind of training room. Oh, they're fighting to get out. And then it faded to black.
This is the spookiest turret sequence.
He's quoting old movies.
Yeah, I can vaguely hear it. That sounded like he was quoting fucking A Wonderful Life.
He was. I feel like this lady is just going to turn out to be either a member of Cobra in disguise or a robot or something.
It's gonna be one of
he's gonna try to hit that and she's gonna turn into goo.
yeah, I was about to say it's gonna be one of the goo people.
Is there a face on the moon or is that just drawn weird? I'm gonna assume that was drawn weird, although it did ominously zoom in on it there for a second. Oh, that Cobra guy has a laser whip, and that guy just punched a snake. Like, he was running down a road in the woods to get away from these Cobra guys, and a snake came out of the tree, and he just punched it and kept going, like it wasn't even there. It's pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
Earlier today, I was
How's
on
the F.E.A.R?
It's going. I figured out where I'm going. I'm shooting a bunch of dudes. They're exploding.
It feels like you've been in the exact same set of environments.
I have been in this office building this entire stream.
Okay. I will say, this game does still hold up in terms of physics.
Yeah.
And dudes flipping through the air when you shoot.
Yep.
Looks fantastic and slimming.
Yep. Earlier today, I found the episode descriptions on Wikipedia and was posting a couple of them for Grav. Because holy shit, that's a very odd thing, is what that is. Let me see if I can scroll over here and be like... Cobra uses a special weapon called High Freak, given to them by an evil scientist named Dr. Lucifer. Cobra...
That's my
Dr. Lucifer.
Also my underground wrestling name.
Cobra invents a molecular degenerator. Shoot these guys and continue, leave you on the cliffhanger of Cobra inventing a molecular degenerator. What could they do with it? How could they degenerate molecules? It allows them to mint their own Cobra money.
Oh, I saw the Cobra money earlier. They had like big gold coins with Commander's head on it or whatever.
The Joes.
No, I think it was just a big snake head.
The Joes must destroy the machine before Cobra can take over the world with the face of Cobra Commander on every paper money.
Aww.
And then I made a joke.
But also they had big dumb gold coins.
I made a joke about every Cobra dollar will be worth 5 of your Great British pounds. So what's the exchange rate between Cobra dollar and Bison dollar?
That's a great question.
G.I. Joe
I just want the G.I. Joe Street Fighter crossover.
G.I. Joe sets up a radar tracking station in England while Storm Shadow finds King Arthur's legendary sword Excalibur at the bottom of a lake and uses its strength to attack the Joes and destroy their station.
Yeah, that checks out.
Destro concocts a love potion out of Cleopatra's perfume for the Baroness to make a wealthy shipping tycoon fall in love with her. But instead it affects Lady J. Cobra...
Wait, so she falls in love with the Baroness? Or...
I guess? I don't know. Cobra heads for Egypt to steal the treasure of Osiris in an underground tomb. G.I. Joe find themselves facing Cobra and the Egyptian gods, while Cobra faces Set, the Egyptian god of evil. After Cobra is disbanded, Destro invents a subliminal enslavement program to bend the will of the population to Cobra's way of thinking. In order to use the program, Cobra Commander gets Zartan and the Dreadnoks to form a rock and roll band called Cold Slither to perform music with subliminal messages.
Yeah, sure.
Joe and Cobra forces race to capture a golden coil dropped from a UFO, and the device sends them back in time to ancient Greece.
Yeah, okay.
Where they are mistaken for deities. Sergeant Slaughter uses his knowledge of Greek culture from college to aid Greek citizens in the fight against Cobra.
Can you send me copies of any materials your task force
Yeah, this checks out.
on the origin anomalies? Harlan is supposed to be
Leatherneck wetsuit.
I mean, he's a wrestler, and wrestling is Greek, so...
something. Leatherneck, Wetsuit, and Dial Tone visit a new nightclub, which is a Cobra rocket in disguise, sending the trio to space.
Is that just like stage 3 of Double Dragon Leon?
I think so.
Okay.
Cobra buys an amusement park. Has Cobra turned good? Question mark.
I feel like I can already answer that question.
Probably.
They tried to bury their sins, but instead planted
Is this Paxton Fettel here? Who's just like...
Did you finally find him?
I think so, maybe.
You found the Fet?
No one calls him the Fet.
Everyone calls him that.
No. I refuse to believe that anyone calls him the Fet. Is this where I came from? No. This is definitely not where I came from.
sign of hives?
No. Looks like we missed the...
Man down!
Shit!
You can't possibly know there's a man down because that man evaporated into blood.
Can't get much more down than that.
Yeah, but no, the man is not down. The man is like along the side of the wall.
Yeah. So like, how would he not know that?
It's fine.
I don't think it is.
Let's get out of here.
Oh yeah, my other GI.
I feel like you're being needlessly nitpicky about fear.
You know, you're right.
He's over here.
My train of thought here was, you know that the voice of Raziel is the Duke from G.I. Joe?
You told me that Raziel was a bunch of Joes.
He's Duke, he's Zaymot, and then he's a bunch of other ones.
The randomly assorted sidekick.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even think to look at who voiced all those characters. Who voices Snowdrop?
That's a great question, and I don't know. I know the guy who voices the pirate, I think, is the narrator of the Codex in the first 3 Mass Effect games.
So, in Renegades, obviously, Snowdrop is Snowdrop.
This checks out. Also, Renegades is not the Warren Ellis one, that's the...
okay.
Resolute is the Warren Ellis one.
Okay. A lot of R's.
Yeah.
So apparently Snowdrop was voiced by Rob Paulson.
Oh, hey.
Who voiced Raphael and Donatello, Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, etc., etc. A lot of people. He was a prolific voice actor.
Yep.
You again.
I died, and now we listen to this side, this guy talk again, or I could just run away and be like, "What's over here?"
No, I didn't realize he was a Gray Fox in Twin Snakes.
Yep.
And in the Smash Brothers.
Yep.
Oh, he's the voice of Bubsy.
Bubsy.
Sign of hives?
No.
This way! I need help!
We lost a man.
See, that guy said we lost a man, and I feel like that's more understandable to say in an instance where a man disintegrates.
I mean, down as in out of action.
A few weeks ago, ATC reopened the origin facility.
And it's hard to get more out of action than dissolving in the blood.
Fair.
But they lost contact with everyone they sent in. So they just...
Let's get... I see him!
back up.
Get to cover! Which way? I'm moving in! Man down!
See, again, that guy said man down, and it's like... This Type 7 particle whatever just turns people into skeletons, and that's pretty good. That is all.
do like the idea of a gun that hits you so hard you turn into a skeleton. It's the kind of overpowered shenanigans I can get behind.
Going after that Alice Wade chick, Bishop Lynch. Looks like he's heading for the executive building. You've got to get to her before he does. She might be able to help us figure out what fennel passed her.
I gotta locate Forrest Cason's daughter. I'm gonna bring her a Fizzy Cola, or maybe a Diet Squish.
You have one message. First message from an outside number.
Hey, it's me. Call me, okay? I'll try yourself up.
End of messages.
It's a very useful, really builds on the lore of F.E.A.R. The guy who called whoever, oh boy, at work and is like, hey, call me. I'll try your cell phone. Very important to the lore of F.E.A.R. Oh, I blew myself up. That's unfortunate.
Shit, I think Fennel's going after that Alice Wade chick, Bishop Lynch. Looks like he's heading for the executive building. You've got to get to her before he does. She might be able to help us figure out what Fennel passed.
Ah! Okay, that's dumb. I clicked back over to G.I. Joe and apparently Cobra's evil plot was in fact to use the big dumb moon laser to carve a face in the moon.
Alright.
But they carved Cobra Commander's face in the moon.
Oh, but he doesn't have a face.
It's just his mask.
Yeah.
It's just his mask. It's the dumbest. And I'm assuming that G.I. Joes, now that they've commandeered the space laser, are probably going to like carve the moon or something over it. Give the moon a cover-up tattoo.
Carve the American flag into the moon.
It seems on brand.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that I didn't copy from the episode where they make a fake rock band. Is that in order to fight Cobra's fake rock band, G.I. Joe makes a fake rock band. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's called the Average Joes. See, your sigh of disgust makes me think that it's not as fantastic as you think it is.
But that's the thing, like, it kind of is, because every episode of this show is insane.
It is a fever dream.
Every 2 minutes, some new bullshit thing is happening. Like, so the helicopter that the G.I. Joes were in just crashed, and now the karate guy and his karate girlfriend, the teacher that he beat up, are trapped on this island. And they're running away on foot, and then she was suddenly surrounded by tiny snakes. So he pulled out a laser whip and started beating the snakes, and then he used it to cut off the tail of a helicopter chasing them, and then he threw snakes at the guys who got out of the helicopter by pulling them off of her.
All this checks out.
I think they are now signing her on as an official G.I. Joe.
Great.
Because at one point during the mission, she karate chopped the
That's not how that works.
No, she had one of the guys that was chained up pull the chain tight so that she can karate chop it in half, and now they're free.
No.
So now she's a G.I. Joe. Yeah, and now her and the karate guy are just hanging out staring at the moon. I can't. Yeah, oh, they carved a big dumb smiley face into the moon over Cobra Commander.
Great.
Oh no, it was a fake out.
She actually was a
were
Cobra?
No, they were sitting next to a billboard that had the moon with the smiley face, and then the camera panned back out, and the moon was just back to normal.
Oh. That's anticlimactic.
They wanted you to think they put a smiley face on the moon, but they really didn't.
They should have put a smiley face on the moon. It's my...
They probably should have. Or just left Cobra Commander up there and just put, like, a dumb mustache or something. So that it's like their plan worked, but now everybody's just mocking Cobra. Which they never would have done before.
Yeah, no. Who would ever mock Cobra?
Are they the world's most ineffective or most effective terrorist organization? I can't figure out which.
It seems like it depends on, like, the episode.
I feel like they are frighteningly effective 95% of the time. G.I. Joe is always barely managing to win.
Because, I mean, like, remember that one time with the DNA of people that they, like...
Yeah, they won every fight.
Except for one, and then they won
and when they
in
lost
the end.
That one, they kidnapped Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah. It was very hard to fight the fucking Ed 209 over here.
Like, I feel like every 2 episodes when I look over, the Cobra just has multiple G.I. Joes in a death trap.
Yeah.
They just won't actually kill them. But if they ever did, they would have won, like, the first season. It's crazy. Shoot that big gun rolled on.
I am desperately trying.
Use grenades. Explosives will...
Oh wait. I have my Type 7 particle weapon.
Well, that would probably also be good.
I'm gonna turn it into a fucking skeleton robot.
Cobra scientists are wearing evil masks in the lab. Gotta stay safe.
Yeah.
Oh no! They poured one chemical into another chemical, and now the room's multicolored.
Now they're tripping balls.
Oh, there was a big purple explosion. So that was a bad one.
And just tried to melee me through a wall.
What is that boulder? You just dropped a boulder the size of an entire town. That's not how rocks work. Oh no, it stopped on a ledge, balanced precariously right over the town.
Look, man, Cobra's got access to some really big rocks.
Clearly.
Someone told Cobra Commander to kick rocks one time, and he was like, no.
Have you seen that page where Cobra Commander is kicking the dog?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. It's like the most famous picture of Cobra Commander, so I figured you had.
I think you posted it.
Probably. That bolter is absurd. I keep looking at it and just being like, no, that's not how that works. Like, oh, how could this giant explosion have happened? Zoom in on with the satellite. There's just a tiny piece of metal with a big dumb Cobra logo on it sitting next to the hole. It's like, aha, those guys. Of course.
I feel like, how could this have happened? If you're in the G.I. Joe universe, the answer is Cobra.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're gonna try to finish this interval, because now we've hit the 2-hour mark, but we're gonna
keep going, goddammit.
Well, we're gonna try to finish.
You can't stop now.
We're gonna try to finish this interval. So we have 8, 9, 10, and 11. We'll have 4 intervals to go.
Replica soldiers. Is Replica the name of an organization, or are they actually some kind of weird clones?
I think they're weird clones.
Okay. You gotta find Harlan and Alice Wade.
Okay, I guess... I thought the Alice Wade was the... Oh, this is interval 7. Never mind. We're done. We're calling it.
Yay!
I forgot I was on interval 6, not interval 7. I thought we were... Yeah, no.
You thought you were further behind than you were?
Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the stop
All
streaming
right.
button.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Night,
Next
everybody.
time, more fear.
More fear. The fear will be within us all. Because, you know, that's where we're at in the world. Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
And we're off.